So, very good morning.
ಬಕ್ಕೆ ತೆಗೆದು
ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. What I trying to say is I'm trying to learn Kannada, and maybe next time when I come on this stage for this same similar kind of another program next year, you can see me speaking Kannada. Today we will keep on speaking English. Okay. So first of all, let me congratulate all of you. If you see Bangalore circle, we have completed almost 4 years. Okay. So Bangalore, of course, we are fond of the Karnataka circle. There is no doubt about it. But Bangalore's separate geography was created somewhere 2018. Okay, when I moved out of Mumbai here, and we were struggling like anything, especially fiber operations, and because of fiber operations, things were not in good shape. Okay, extremely bad shape rather, extremely bad shape, just beyond imagination, beyond imagination. So, in the last 4 years, things have moved considerably, and we have to come to a respective level of performance. So, first of all, let me congratulate all of you for putting this extra hard work, extra effort to bringing Bangalore to this level of performance. So, okay, it goes to all of you for putting extra such efforts, working day, night, skipping meals, maybe lunch, dinner sometimes, free to take dinner, very, in fact, if I remember correctly, Bangalore is the only circle who is having 2 VCs every day, one morning and one in the evening, and evening usually after office hours, around 8:30 to sometime it tries to 9:30, but I'm trying to cut it short. Okay, so let me tell you what kind of journey we have traveled in the last 4 years. I think it's very impressive, very interesting journey, and it's important that all of us know where are we today in terms of our natural KPIs. Because at the end of the day, everyone, all of us are being measured on KPIs. Okay, so let me start with the mother of all the KPIs. That's the network ability, network ability. So I still remember when I joined, we used to hold around 1996 plus, right? Sanjay, I couldn't see him. Sanjay Raju. Yeah. So, okay, Sanjay, no worries. So we were hovering around 1996 or 9.7 max. Okay, and when we were 97, we used to have clapped. But the good part is that now we have touched 99.92, and we are trying to repeat it again and again. So credit goes to all of you. Other thing is fiber cuts. Okay, so worst days, I still remember I had to take 3 to 4 hours sleep, whole night, day, night. We keep on running behind the people. I used to personally go to very Vasuki. Yeah, so Vasuki must be remembering. When I joined this circle, I first went to Electron City NID 98 core. Yeah, very first day. I joined today, and very next day today only I went to field, and because I was sent from Mumbai to Bangalore. I was rather from Mumbai with this very specific agenda of improving the fiber operations here and improving, of course, overall customer experience for the entire Bangalore. Okay. So during worst times, I still remember, whole day we work like anything, running behind the people, sometimes BVMP, sometimes metro, sometimes, gundas, goons, this, that. Okay. And the number of cuts that we used to get in a week was almost 350 cuts in a week. Just when I shared to my other friends, they just can't digest it, that how it can be this. How a team of like certain people can restore 350 cuts in a week. Just imagine. It's really tough. And I still remember, we hardly have 3 to 4 hours sleep. And day, night, core cut, this, that. I keep on calling people, trying people. Everybody used to work like this only. And when I wake up in the morning, I always, wake up with slight, I'll not call, but yes, of course, it was just like that only, something not very good. And every morning there used to 3 to 4 cuts, despite all this kind of drive. And there has to be 3 to 4 incidents in a week when AG3 is also threat that So maybe SG3 or SG2. We have kata out of 4 links, 3 are gone. So we have just moved from that kind of situation. The good part is that now we are at 120 cuts averagely in a week. It's all because of you guys. So this is the kind of efforts improvement we have done. Another good thing that we have done is, if you really see, I always talk to the people that safety of geo assets and safety about people, all of you, is utmost important for us. And let me tell you that in last 3 years, when we start measuring this, we don't have any history of fatal incident. We don't have any history of fire incident. We have no history of tower collapse. That goes to all of you guys. Few more things, good things that we have done remarkably well. I think it's important to discuss over here. Unfortunately, I'm starting with the bad one, but just remember that from where we rise and from where we land here, it has been a very tough journey. So it's important that we must remember from where we have traveled, from where we have started walking hard and where are we now. It's very important that we must remember our past, and yes, we are striving for excellence. But let me tell you, so the few guys who are new, maybe not old in the system, there are enterprise business are not launched, no FTTX, only mobility business. Okay, so when Mr. Anuj Jain is president wireline operations, he was addressing all of us senior leaders, pan-India senior leaders. I was one of them on geo strategy, rolling out FTTX and enterprise. Enterprise we have launched maybe bits and pieces, very very critical ones, which were not like say measurable and not visible too much. So whenever a new customer come, enterprise customer come, it was really difficult to do the fire quality. I mean, I still remember there was a guy called Pankaj Khanna in HQ. He used to beat us like anything. Basu could remember it. Every, like say, 15 days, hardly one enterprise link come to deliver. And trust me, we could not even deliver that one link in a 15 days because our fiber was in pretty bad shape. Okay, so we somehow, after getting beating, moving this, that, sometimes we move, with traffic, let's put forth someday, then again remove it, again bring that we now that. We have done that kind of thing. The good part is that, as of now today, we have 2659 enterprise circuits running and we're inching towards less than 4 MTTR. Credit goes to all of you guys. Coming on to FTTX. FTTX is a violent business. It's one of geo priority business as of now today. So I know still remember Shan Sethi sir, our at that time CEO. Now again he's joined back Geo as the regional role. But at that time he was our CEO. Kiran was also there in that call, and he called off follows me, Shiva, Kiran, and there was a guy called Satish Megras, that bald guy, sales side. Okay, and we sit in a conference room and say, guys, MD sir has launched FTTX, and we have to at least one node we should launch. At least let's make kickstart. Let's take a target of 7 or 10 nodes in a month. Okay, and trust me, initial 3 months we hardly deliver 3 or 4 quality nodes or 3 or 4 not complete FSA. Only node commissioning में 100% shoot रहे थे. In 1 month, hardly 3 to 4 nodes. That too, in complete FSA, hardly few customers, hardly few wireline customers. And we used to see how to put the ball in others' courts. She used to say, guys, CM not done the fiber RFE too. I said, no, we are doing, but because of SEO, our girls are getting cut, and that's why you're not able to do. Then Shan said, so sometimes he catch out of CEO, the Kanal Sindhi, sometimes catch me, sometimes Shiva, sometimes XYZ. But the good part is that today, as of now, we have 526 FSA completely operational, and we are giving service to 2 lakh customers. That is also all about. And over and above, now there is not a single FSS, single node which is left out because of CMM regions. Be it RFE1, be it RFC, be it RFE2, any damn thing. We are delivering on time. So, why I'm telling you all of this is, can you please keep the slightly volume low, gentlemen?
No, sir.
Please keep volume slightly low. Yeah, thank you. So, why I'm telling you all of this is, it's important that we have traveled a certain amount of journey, and I think, it's slightly, I hope I'm audible at the back. Yeah. Okay, great. So, why I'm telling you all of this journey is because there are few people who are, slightly new in system, or maybe, because of transfer, this, that, they have joined late. But guys, it's important that we have toiled extremely hard. We have shed our blood for this circle, for Bangalore. And today, maybe if you guys who have joined recently, they might be saying, oh, things are in good shape. Yeah, what's the problem? What the hell is? So, why CMM is sometimes shouting, maybe other leaders shouting? The reason being, we have seen those bad days. We have struggled. We have worked extremely hard. Hardly taking 3 to 4 sleep continuously for weeks. Okay? So, today we are here. Now, good part is that when I joined this circle, there were 28 circles, including Bangalore, there were 28 circles. Our rank was 28. Continuously for years. And good part is that today we are standing in 7th position. Yeah. I'm putting down the plate to look all of you guys. So, I'm not saying that we have done a great job, but yes, we have done a remarkable job. And it's a journey to go. Now from here, let me tell you guys what are our key priorities. How management looking at all of us. Maybe I get an opportunity to attend Apex VCs and very senior leaders, including Honorable Chairman and DS address us. So I always try to imbibe, quickly grasp what is thought process, what he want to, like say Apex member want to do the business. Okay, so it's important that right from here, what are the key priorities? It's very, very important that we must align ourselves with the geo business priorities. I always say these words. For network is a one domain, or within network, CME is one of domains. But for all of us, it's very important that we must align ourselves with the geo business objectives. Okay, in whatever role we are, it can be a CMM, it can be a, CMP lead, or it can be a SHQ leader, or it can be CM, N2RF, N2 backhaul, supervisor, technician, rigger, splicer, assistant splicer, technician, any damn thing. It's important. Till the time we don't align ourselves with the geo business objective, we can't be success. And we cannot do justice to our job. So, it's important that rather from here now, whatever I speak of, or where all of us know where are we in terms of KPIs, it's important that we should sustain the performance. So yesterday night I was thinking, okay, what should I share with all of you, my team members? So I noted down 7-point agenda, which is aligned with the geo business objectives. And if you work on this, that will tell you we will be in the category of top 3 circles, or maybe top 5 circles in the country. Okay, so maybe I need to although I could remember stats, but still it's good to speak the right numbers. So let me read out what are the 7 business priorities that I want CMM team must run. Please listen carefully. These will be the 7-point agenda that I will be running rigorously with all of you through all the SHQ leaders, lead, and all the field team members. Okay. So our top most priorities: infrastructure readiness for 5G rollout. I'll go one by one. So these are top most priority as of now, immediate priority. I will tell you in details. Second priority is consistency in performance. Performance means network KPIs. We talk about network availability, active availability, let me maybe I think it's good that we should know where I want to see Bangalore as a center. So let me start with inaudibility. Right now we are hovering around 99.8 or maybe 9.89, or sometime we achieved 9 to a couple of weeks back, and this week also I hope. But we had to break this barrier. We had to strive for at least 99.94 minimum network availability within a couple of weeks. And then further we have to ensure that be it like say high range, be it like say some external environment challenges, we should be hovering around 90.90 all the times. That's called the consistency of performance. Okay. Now coming on to fiber cuts. Fiber cut. See, if I see Penya data in terms of absolute numbers, we are somewhere at 10.9 thousand kilometers fiber in Bangalore. Okay, I'm talking of intercity, intracity, MSO, Argom, etc., intercity together, and over and above there is approximately 3,000 more kilometers from FTTX network. Okay, so in case of intercity and intracity, we are hovering around, let's say 120 to 130 cuts per week. We have to be less than 85. This is what I'm looking at. Coming on to FTTX network availability. Good part is that now for the last almost a month, maybe 2 months, we are hovering around 99.998 or somewhere 99.98 plus. Right, Kiran? So we had to be in 99.99959. It's very important for us. Going forward, as all of you know, but let me read it again. Out of 400 plus FSCs that are planned for rollout in this AOP, out of this almost 80% are in Bangalore. Only 20% is in ROK. So there is a kind of importance being given to Bangalore. Okay. I think it's, if you can switch it off, putting on my eyes, please. Right? Someone, just switch off this. Okay. So this is the kind of availability I'm looking for. 99.99959. Okay. There is one more important point. PM compliance. PM compliance. Basically, we are not in pretty good shape. We are hovering around 99 point. We are hovering around 87 to 88%. Okay. So please see that we have to quickly ramp up to 90% plus, and quickly from 92 we have to move on 90 to 95% of PM compliance. Okay, so this is the key network KPI that I'm looking for. Okay, my second point is consistent network performance. So next is safety of field. I'm again repeating this. One of my top priorities: safety of my manpower and geo assets. What it means, I will discuss in detail. Okay, my other priority is attending refresher trainings. Now we are moving from 4G to 5G. Okay, lot of new things are coming. We are coming with, like say, IPMPLS, ILL, different kind of GPON. We are coming in, like say, different kind of deliveries in an enterprise business. It's important that all the people, at least the relevant people, they should know what's happening on the technology side. What's 5G doesn't mean only we should not limit ourselves only to, just repairing the maintaining infrastructure, repairing RH. At least we should know the basics, how 5G works, what are the key components, how spectrum, which spectrum we are using. Okay, what are the different like say stages, interfaces. Okay, so it's important that as a team we should enhance our knowledge level. So this will be my fifth priority. And sixth priority, network OPEX. I think network OPEX this year onwards. Now there is a lot of focus post Mr. H.L. Gupta take over as the President Field Operations along with his existing role of NSO. Now he's putting a lot of focus on network OPEX. So this is one area where, sixth area where we need to improve. And last but not the least, the seventh one, I want highest level of professional integrity. Because there have been a few cases where, I could see some, people or question mark put on people integrity and, people involved in some unethical practices, please see that I will be driving this very harshly. And we cannot afford in a single iota of doubt that we need people of highest integrity, highest professionalism in the organization. Okay, so let me now further elaborate because it's important that you should know out of these 7 key agenda points. Let me quickly discuss one by one. So now coming on to 5G. So I think it's important that all of you should know what's the 5G plan, how much we have spent, what spectrum we have taken in. It's important and interesting as well. And it's new thing because I strongly feel that we are telecom guys. We have been working telecom, maybe a few people, old people like me, Dilip and Suresh, Praveen also, 20 plus years to some 25 plus years. So young guys, maybe 15, 10 years, and so forth. Our friends, relatives, and other circles, they expect that we should know at least telecom basics. I mean, of course, one is our within telecom, within our like say job profile, the work we are doing. But at least we should know the basics. At least 5G is the talk of the town now. Okay, so it's important that we should know the basics of 5G. So let me quickly give you quick updates so that all of you are updated. So basically, coming on to spectrum audit, spectrum auctions. All of you must be knowing that recently spectrum, like what is spectrum? Spectrum is the frequency that we are using. So as per the regulations of the country, spectrum is irrespective of technology. Government gives spectrum, it's up to operator for which technology you want to use this spectrum. Okay, so as of now, if you see Jio as an operator, we have 3 spectrums, 800, 850 rather, that we take from our home. Let's call it 800. 800, then we got 23, then we got 1850. Okay, prima facie, we are using 850 for voice, we call FDMA, and 2300s and 850 we are using for the TDD for like say LT applications. Okay, so now what's different in 5G? Okay, so first let me tell you something interesting facts. Jio as an organization, we have spent 88,078 crore rupees. It's a mind-boggling amount. 88,000 crores rupees for 20 years to get. We have won 24,680 megahertz of spectrum. So this really mind-boggling and very, very big amount. Okay, now coming on to Karnataka, because spectrum are given circle-wise. So Karnataka, we have, see, as of now, we have got 60 megahertz spectrum. Okay, for people who are not aware, let me repeat again. We have got 40 megahertz in 23 and 10 each in 850 and 1800. So this is how our 60 megahertz that we are using. Over and above, we have taken 10 megahertz in 700 megahertz band, 130 megahertz in 3300 megahertz band, and 1000 megahertz in 26 gigahertz band. 26 gigahertz. Earlier it was megahertz, is gigahertz. Okay, so there are the 3 bands that we have used. So overall, we have taken 1140 megahertz plus 60 megahertz existing. Overall, this will take us to Karnataka sector to 1200 megahertz spectrum. It's a really big number. It's an abundance of spectrum. So this is what we are taking from DOT for Karnataka sector. Okay, and over and above, Government of India has given E-band. E-band is basically extremely high frequencies E-band,